Hey, cheers, Raven here.
Starfire, happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. I don't do the whole Halloween thing, so... I mean, as you can tell, I'm not dressed up at all.
I'm just wearing my Pink Ladies jacket. You can't tell, but if you look on the back, it says that. So.
Yeah, so... Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Tonight was Supergirl, so... Season 2.
2, episode 4. Called Survivors.
Sure.
I mean, they were survivors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well, since you have a lot to say about this episode, why don't you start off?
Okay. This was a ripoff. It was. I mean, they did do things a little bit differently, but at the same time they didn't. Like on Justice League Unlimited, there was an episode. I'm not sure. I think it was 2 episodes. It was a story arc, so it was like an hour long. Of Roulette kidnapping not just people, not just aliens from the street, but the heroes as well, and forcing them to fight. One of the only differences was that they remembered fighting, because in the cartoon they were drugged and their mind was altered when they were fighting. They got like a call and like a chip like that was implanted in them or something, like flipped on, and they mindlessly went to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you had dead, sometimes you didn't.
Yeah.
So, but in this episode, the only one getting kidnapped was John, which is kind of like, whatever. Because the only ones they kidnapped in the cartoon were the women. I think there's like a women-centric era in that show.
Yeah.
They had some of those every once in a while, you know, to appease us female viewers.
Well, yeah.
Because they had a lot of female, you know, superheroes. So. But anyways, you didn't need to have the same person doing the, like, I'm Roulette and I run the fighting ring for aliens. Like, you could have had someone else. It's not like the name has to be Roulette.
Yeah.
You could have named her something else. She could have not been Asian. Although I do support the whole, like, diversity thing they're going for.
Right.
It's just, it's way too much, way too similar for me that it's like, come up with your own damn idea.
Well, it's probably too similar for a lot of people that like Justice League.
Yeah.
So, I haven't seen Justice League, so I don't have anything to say about that.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. We have to finish Teen Titans first.
Yeah.
I've already seen all of it, but yeah.
I already know that I like Teen Titans. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had that going on, and the entire episode, just like in... I wasn't here for last week's review, was I? That was when I wrote in the comments, correct? About Megan?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Well, last week, if you guys didn't read the comment section, in the comment section, I wrote what I thought. And I said, I wrote the wrong name, but I meant Megan. Like, I said the alien, the Martian. I said that she was only faking being green because she's white. That sounded weird, but okay. And I was right. She be white Martian. So I called that, okay, the moment we saw her, I called it. The moment. Because I watched Young Justice. It's the only way I knew. I love Young Justice. Yeah. But I loved how she explained her, like, you know, the, like...
her backstory.
There was a Martian there there was a white Martian that denied the shoot-to-kill order and, like, tried to help save me, which means that she tried to help save some of the green Martians there. She's a white Martian with a heart.
Yeah. And when he wanted to, like, meld with her, I was like, Vulcan mind meld.
Yeah.
I know it's not Star Trek, but it's, like, the same thing.
And I told you that the reason why she wouldn't was because she's white. She's not green.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy that they're keeping Megan as a white Martian. Because it just adds more to the story, especially when John finds out that he's been friendly with a white Martian this whole time. Like,
is that going to change his opinion?
I don't know. Because I think in Young Justice he knew.
Because I don't necessarily think that'll change his opinion. I think he still has a bond with her, and he still, like, wants to, you know, connect with her. So I don't think that would, like, change anything.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know if it's part of, like, her weaknesses, but just like John in the cartoon Young Justice, at any rate, she was also weak to fire.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's something that they're saying is specific to Green Martians, because that's how, like, it instills the fear of loss, because that's how white Martians destroyed Mars. Or so, like, it's that traumatic that it's basically a weakness to him. Or if it's, like, just an overall Martian weakness, like like kryptonite is to Kryptonians. But and it makes me wonder if Mon-El is allergic to kryptonite as well, or if it's Daxamite that he's allergic to.
I don't know, but, like, okay, I like Kara and James, but I'm kind of, like, really feeling Mon-El and Kara, like, seriously.
Okay, for one, no, I'm not feeling it. I mean, I see it, and I
just think the guy's really cute.
He is. I see the attraction, but the only reason why, okay, if this show wouldn't have moved to the CW and it stayed where it was, Kara would not have broken up with James. They
Why
only
do you
did
say
that because it's the CW.
Okay.
Like, if you watch any CW show,
I know.
You know there needs to be a triangle for a lengthy period of time. And Wynn and James was a triangle for one season, but that's never good enough for the CW, and they didn't have the show that season, so they didn't get to write the triangle.
So now nothing is probably going to happen with Kara and James until, like, what, season 4?
Well, because the preview for next week, like, James was, like, hella frackin' pissed.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that him and Kara have anything going.
Well, no, but he's still got his feelings. He's not as over her as...
The promo looked freaking, like...
It did.
It was, like, yeah.
It was.
I have no words.
No. But, one other thing that got me excited, because, like, I watch the cartoon stuff, so I know a lot, is the mention of Warworld. Like, I freaked out. Ask her. I freaked out.
She really did.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's Warworld. They said World.
She's like,
Warworld.
I'm excited. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like, okay, for those of you who don't know anything about Warworld, Mon-El mentioned it when he was telling Kara the weakness of, the fishy-looking guy. The big burly man, the alien thing with the broken kneecap. He mentioned Warworld, and Warworld was brought in, in Teen Titans. They did War Games, I think it was called.
War Games? That movie we just saw this weekend. Sorry.
It might have been called War World, but I'm not totally sure. In Justice League, they did do War World. And Warworld is basically a planet where people go and they fight gladiatorial style to the death, and last man standing wins. And like they're in, like, there's all these stands and everything, you know, all like that, but they're transported to this planet, and so all the fans are watching it on big screens and everything like that, while the fighting is taking place on this whole other planet, which is awesome. So I'm just like, are they going to bring Warworld into the storyline? Like, they mentioned it, or is it just a little Easter egg for the fans who know about it? Like,
it could just be an Easter egg.
Yeah. But
they like to do that.
Yeah. But if you're watching all of the if you're watching all the CW superhero shows and the Flash and everything, the Flash has the bad guy Alchemy, right? Well, he's preparing for an invasion. That's why he's giving the abilities to the people that are in this universe from the other universe who had abilities.
Right.
He's preparing the planet for something. And in Legends of Tomorrow, spoiler alert, for in season 1, come on people, it's on Netflix. Hearts? Okay, so for season 1, okay, spoiler alert, when they destroy the Time Council peoples, okay?
I'm not going to remember this anyway, so I don't care if you're spoiling it or not.
Bad memory there.
Well, I mean, I'm watching a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember something you freaking mentioned in a review about Legends of Tomorrow.
I know! Like, seriously, I'm not calling that into question. But when they destroy the time masters, they're told that the reason why the Time Masters were supporting Vandal Savage this entire time, which is how he would stayed one step ahead of them, is that because in the future, Vandal Savage is the only one with the foresight to create weapons that can protect the planet from an alien invasion.
Why does this sound familiar to me?
Because alien invasions happen a lot.
Because it sounds similar, aside from the superhero stuff, and aside from, like, the alien invasion crap, it sounds very similar to Timeless.
I suppose. So, there could be a War Worlds coming in the future.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We could see War Worlds because we're going to be introduced to intergalactic, like, fights and everything like that. So they're going to have to bring in Green Lantern.
There is going to be, like, a huge epic crossover with, like, all 4 shows.
Yeah, but that's probably going to have to do something with Reverse Flash. But, like, think about it, people. It's, like, amazing.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the 100th episode of Arrow will have stuff.
Yeah. Because they've mentioned Coast City quite a few times, and that's where Green Lantern is from. Or that's where one of the Green Lanterns is from. There's been a lot of Earth-based Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
But I think it's the first one. I think it's Hal. Hal Jordan from Coast City. But they've also mentioned, I think, is Ferris Airlines, which is within the family of, which is like the Green Lantern's family owns Ferris. So I think that's the name of the airline. They've shown a billboard for the airline, and so that's more hints toward Green Lantern, which we may or may not be getting, which would open up more of a War Worlds aspect possibility, because it's not on Earth, unless they open up a time rift and they go to a parallel universe like they have in The Flash, you know, like an alternate Earth that is War World, and they get stuck there and they have to fight and find a way off War World and come back to our Earth, which is, oh, my mind.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like, what?
You're like, too much
information. I can handle like 1 or 2 alternate universes, like the Flashpoint thing in the Flash, but like this is just like I can't fathom.
Well, if I watched a video today that said Young Justice is the Earth 16 version
of what?
Of the DC universe.
Oh.
So they could do a little stuff in there. But, I mean, the Harrison Wells on The Flash is from Earth 19. So, we've seen up to Earth 3, and now we have Earth 19.
We know that there is an infinite amount of Earths. We just don't know how
Well, technically, in DC 52, there's 52 Earths.
Okay. Well, there's 52 Earths. We don't know if they're going to deal with all 52 Earths or not.
Oh, I highly doubt that. But imagine, somewhere between 4 and 52, there has to be a War World. I'm okay. I'm done. Okay. Moving on. What did you like about this episode?
I have to mention that line, man, where like he was hungover when and she's like, "You look like crap," and he's like, "Thank you. I saw a mirror this morning." It's like, this is great.
Yes. Yes. That was great.
I even tweeted that because it was just so awesome. Oh. You should mention about her girlfriend.
Oh, right. The whole Batwoman thing I went off on last week in the comments. I was saying how, like, the whole relationship that some people are seeing between the detective, Sawyer, and Alex, they're seeing a type of relationship there that may or may not be, like...
a budding romance.
Yeah. Which, if you guys watch any of the other videos, like, whatever. Like, I guess I'm okay with it. Like, I have no stance on the matter.
I'd rather
if it goes with the storyline and they're gonna do it anyways, I really don't care.
True. If it goes with the story, whatever, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Also, I would rather see 2 girls than 2 guys.
That is a stigma. That is a big stigma.
I'm sorry,
that they
but
have to deal with,
I would.
I mean, even guys prefer to see the girls.
Yeah, I know. So. But I mean, I don't know. I just think that
it's because we have more of a masculine projection of men.
Yeah.
So to see the men together is awkward, I suppose. But, like, men like to see 2 women even before 2 women was culturally a thing.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just the next step, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, what I don't want them doing is, like, just cramming it in there for the sake of having it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying that I'm more comfortable seeing that than, like, 2 guys. It's just, it's not as awkward. It's more, like, normal.
Yeah.
If
they just do it, like, if they end up going that way, because as we saw at the end, she has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which I will get to in a second. But, like, if they have, like, if it just happens normally, like, it's just, like, maybe she breaks up with her girlfriend, and then, like, Alex sees her opportunity and just goes for it. But we haven't seen her date at all. So...
And I mean, this is season 2.
Yeah, it's just season 2, and we haven't seen Alex date at all. She did date that one smart guy last season, but that was just for her job. So, does she even really know who she's attracted to?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some people just know.
Yeah.
But there are some people that kind of have to, like, I guess, like, try it out to see what they like. Because it may not be as evident to them.
It's true.
Because they're not as in touch with their emotions. And Alex has had to hide her emotions a lot. So she may not be as in touch with them as other people would be.
Yeah.
So she may not totally know for certain whether she is or not gay. But once they put her that way, like, if she ends up not being gay, then the whole LGBT community will come down at a force, and Supergirl ain't gonna last much longer.
Yeah.
So they have to decide what they're gonna do with her.
Do they even have, like, that type of stuff going on in the comics, too?
In the comics? The comics have been LGBT loving since, like, forever.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Yeah, there's rumors going around that they're probably going to make, I mean, they've acknowledged that Wonder Woman might be bisexual, if not gay herself. So, I mean, they've, like, stepped that up.
Yeah.
And they've taken iconic superheroes that have been straight since their birth. And when, okay, now you're gay. So, like, and they've started that, like, it's been a thing for, like, I don't know how long, like, way before, like, I knew what gay was.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I don't know how I feel about, like, one, you know, since it's, like, conception being one way, and then them just being like, okay, now you're gonna be this. I can get on board with, like, you know, them maybe having her backstory show some relation of, like, you know, Wonder Woman being bisexual or something.
Well, she grew up on an island strictly of women.
Yeah, so, I mean, that would make more sense. But if they're just gonna, like, say...
But that was also her only option.
But if they're gonna say somebody that's, like, been straight since the conception of that comic book character, and then just all of a sudden make them gay, that's kind of, like, just catering to those types of people. And I don't know.
So how do you see that fitting in with Alex?
Like, I can see it fitting in with Alex. I can see that working because, like you said, we don't really know, like, how she feels. She's had to hide her emotions. We don't know, like, what side she's on. We don't know, you know, how she feels. Like, she still might have to, like, experiment and try things out and decide who she's attracted to and who she's not. And so, I mean, like, I'm okay with that. It's just like, you know, if they've been one way for a really, really long time since they were started, and then they just all of a sudden are like, oh, no, you're going to be this way. It's like, no. No.
Yeah, especially if the character didn't know it in the first place.
Exactly. And they, like, had a long romance.
They did an X-Men
and then they had, like, a romance with, like, a woman or something, and then all of a sudden they just say, oh, you're gay? It's like, no. No, that's not okay.
No.
Okay, and I'm not, like, being all prejudiced or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, if they've been that way since the conception of that character, they should stay that way. They can,
unless it's, like, an entire reboot of the universe.
Unless it's a completely new universe or something, and they're going to go a different way with the character, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if they're in the same universe and they do that, no.
Yeah.
Like...
That'd be like going, okay, now Supergirl's gay. We've established she's in love with James.
Yeah.
Season 1.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we need to find out what they're going for with Alex.
Like, I'm okay with it. I mean, if it goes with the character, if it fits with their backstory, if it, like, works within the framework of, you know, that story and everything, then that's fine.
Yeah, just don't, like, force it in there.
Yeah, just don't force it in there. If they've already been straight for, like, the whole time and then they just force it in, I don't think that they should do that.
Yeah.
Because that's just...
Unless it's a straight person that's suddenly questioning.
Yeah, but I mean...
Because maybe they do meet, like Alex, maybe she does think she's straight, but suddenly Detective Sawyer comes into the picture, like... And she's questioning that.
But I mean...
But it has to be, like, a normal, like, gradual, like...
Yeah, it has to be a normal transition.
There's yeah, like with Alex right now. Like, there's something here.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure...
It needs to be a normal transition.
Yeah, like, she's still questioning whether or not that's the way she wants to go.
Yeah, and I mean, I could see that happening with her character. But I mean, I don't agree with, like, the whole forcing it in, and maybe they aren't, maybe they, like you said, the character was questioning it, but, like, really, if they've been straight since the conception for, like, what, 40, 50 years since the comics have been out, and then they all of a sudden do that, then
Yeah.
that's just forcing it, and they're just doing it because they want to cater to that community.
Yeah.
So.
Well, back to the whole Detective Sawyer thing. Like, okay, in the comments last week, I put that Detective Sawyer was. I think I said that I think Detective Sawyer was the Batwoman.
I believe so.
But
I can look at the comments.
it doesn't matter. I put like I think that's roughly what I put because I wasn't sure if that was the name of Batwoman.
Yeah.
But I know that Batwoman is gay and has been since the modern incarnation of her, which is awesome. But the original incarnation, she was going after Batman. That's why she was known as Batwoman.
Yeah.
Because she was supposed to be the love interest for Batman because everyone thought Batman was having a relationship with Robin because they were sleeping in the same bed and everything. It was just,
whatever.
Yeah. And he was a kid.
Seriously?
So,
people were shipping Batman and Robin when Robin was a kid?
Yes, back when they started destroying comics.
What?
That was the golden age.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I don't read comic books.
Yeah, it is just because, like, he had adopted Robin was living with him, and sometimes they depicted them sharing a bed, but that's because maybe Robin's a boy, sometimes she gets scared.
Okay, he adopted him. He's a kid. He probably got scared of the freaking dark and he was sleeping in bed with Batman.
Right?
What the heck, people?
So they invented the character of Batwoman to make it so that Batman had an actual love interest his age. And,
Well, good.
And so there were 2 different incarnations of Batwoman back then, and then she disappeared for ages and ages, and then when they brought her back, she was a gay character, which follows the storyline pretty well.
Yeah.
And,
Who was he with in the movie?
Catwoman?
No, like, the original Batman from, like, 1989.
I don't think he had a girl.
He did, but I can't remember her name.
I don't know.
Sorry.
But I was watching Emergency Awesome here on YouTube, which you guys should check out. And he did inform that Detective Sawyer was the girlfriend of Batwoman.
Oh.
So, when I saw the blonde chick walking onto the screen, take her hand and walk off, we never saw her face, I was like, oh, hell no. The Batwoman!
Her name was Vicky Vale.
Like, is that Batwoman? I want Batwoman! Because, like hell, they're gonna use her in the movie universe. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they're just starting to put women as a solo character in a movie. They're not gonna, I mean, unfortunately, but it's not gonna happen, them putting a just straight out gay lesbian character on the big screen in a big blockbuster movie event.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do that till someone takes the shot and does it first, and I don't think they're gonna do it with a lesser known character as Batwoman. So,
yeah,
they should just use her on the show. Like, have Batwoman. Like,
it's more likely to happen on the TV show.
Yes, I want Batwoman. It would be awesome because then Alex would be like, I have to work with your girlfriend, but I like you. So you have like this new love triangle between the 3 women, and then you have the 2 that Kara's going after.
Yeah, CW.
Okay, so I got the whole my 3 pinpoints of explanation out.
I liked that line. I liked the stuff with like Mon-El and Kara.
Mm-hmm.
I liked I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that was cool. But, you've pretty much this is your review right now. I'm just, like, contributing.
Okay, so what do you think? Okay, we know that Daxam is basically the sister planet of Krypton, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Daxam, if it's created just for the show or if it's an actual place. If you guys are fans, you can let us know in the comments, please. That would be awesome. So what I'm thinking is that his name is Mon-El. Like,
which means he's an L.
Exactly. And
from the House of L.
Well, not from the House of L, because he's not a Kryptonian. But
he's an L.
Since they're so similar, and I mean their powers are they're very similar. He just doesn't have some of her abilities.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that what happened was that maybe people like Cora's aunt went to live on the sister planet so that they could have their own planet to rule.
Cora's aunt?
Cora. Why did I say Cora? Why did I say Cora? Because we were on a gay streak and I went for Legend
that video
of Cora.
about the Once Upon a Time family tree.
No, we were on a gay streak and I went for Legend of Cora because she got with Asami. Okay. And it was a questionable relationship until the very last episode when they walked off together on their first date. And we were talking about Alex questioning herself. That's where that came from. Okay. Yay me. But Kara, her aunt,
Yeah.
So basically, maybe they're actually distantly related. So there's a House of L on Daxam and there's a House of L on Krypton, but they're not related anymore because too many generations have passed and a hanky-panky can't happen.
So they're not even
Right, there's
So I mean, if anything
the
were to
bloodline has so
if
messed
anything
up
were to
there.
happen, it wouldn't be all.
It wouldn't be incestuous.
It wouldn't be incestuous because of that.
Yeah. So the babies should come out normal. I mean, not that, having an
Not saying anything's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if something were to happen,
then it's not because of the bloodline.
Yeah.
It's because of genetics.
Yeah.
So that's I'm like, dude, what? And the fact that he was defending the prince just states that in that flashback, the guy he was trying to protect was the prince. At first I thought it was him. But you missed the flashback, most of it.
I'm sorry.
You were running downstairs. And so what happened was that it flashed back to Mon-El on his planet Daxam, and it was being destroyed, bits of Krypton was falling down, raining down on him. At least I think that's what it was. I mean, it was comets from the sky landing, blowing up the pyramids. They had pyramids.
Wait. I was up here the whole time Supergirl was on.
You ran downstairs for a minute and I said, you're missing a good part.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry.
I was
but
it's on!
Because it said previously and I thought that I had time to do what I had to do.
But you didn't.
I'm sorry.
You missed the flashback. And
I don't even know what I was doing.
When you came back, I said he just jumped into that pod.
I went to go get my water bottle.
Mm-hmm. So he was with this blonde dude, right? And they were running, trying to escape. And they're like, "It's a Kryptonian ship. It's a pod."
Oh, okay. And then he got in the pod, and you're
Yeah.
he got in there with some superhuman power or whatever.
Yeah, the way he jumped.
I remember that part.
Yeah, he jumped. It was really crazy. That was not a normal person jump. Come on now. If you guys agree, give us a thumbs up. But I mean, really.
Yeah.
The way he jumped in, it was not normal. But Kara, now I have to watch myself because I find myself almost saying Cora now.
It's okay.
Kara was totally bashing on the prince, and he's like, no, the prince was a good guy. He was really nice, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, ah! So, yeah. I'm he was the prince's bodyguard? That's pretty cool. That means he knew what the hell he was doing before he got these powers. Now he'll know what the hell he's doing when he's defending Earth. I mean, for now it looks like he's probably going to defend Earth. I don't know what he would be, though, what his name would be.
Yeah.
He's given Wynn full authority to name him. But as we all know, it's not going to be him who names him. It's going to be the newspapers. But, but I mean, really though, I don't know who he would be. He could be Superboy, but Superboy is a clone of Clark Kent, so...
Well, in the promo, he was dressed up to look like a Clark Kent-esque type person.
He was.
So, I don't know.
Oh.
Could happen, I guess.
I suppose. I think he's gonna be James's assistant.
That would be interesting.
I think that's what the get-up was for, and... like, why he was there in the office, and
yeah,
he's gonna be James's assistant, just like Kara was Kat's assistant. So, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else you want to provide? I feel like I'm just stealing the show tonight.
Not really. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you to the guy who, like, commented on Twitter and told us that he liked our reviews and said that we had good energy and, like, keep up the positive vibes.
Yeah.
Dio something. I don't remember what your name was, but thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And following.
Yeah. I don't know if we have 50 subscribers yet.
No, we don't. We are at 46.
I think we have like 47 now because he probably subscribed.
Yeah.
But anyway, like we said before, when we get to 50 subscribers, we will do something fun.
Yeah. If you guys want to find out what we talked about, watch The Flash from last week.
So yeah,
at the end of the video.
If you've got any requests, that would be great.
Any questions for us, like we talked about at the end of last week's Flash, then
anything is fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you're curious about what we're thinking about doing, just watch the tail end. Okay, not the tail end, like the last 15 minutes of last week's Flash.
Pretty much.
That was Flash episode
3. No, 4. 4. It was episode 4. I think.
Mirror Master, correct?
Yes.
The Mirror Master episode. So
yeah, it was episode 4.
Okay.
Sorry.
You just counted the names of the episodes
because
on
The Flash started a week before Supergirl, and Supergirl's 4th episode was tonight.
I thought Supergirl started first.
No, The Flash started first.
Okay. Well, shows what I know. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
share our videos with your friends, and
I will try to post this video on Twitter, so like, you know, you guys can see it, and I'm gonna start trying to do that now. After it gets uploaded, I'll put the link on Twitter and do that. So, yeah. Like,
so
until next time, love yourself and be happy.
And be who you are.
Yes.
In your heart. Love who you want to. Love is the way. Laters. Come on, later.